All right, top 10 items that I like to keep around my garage or workshop for under $20 that are super useful and handy to have. So let's jump right into it. All right, item number 10. I like to keep a tape measure in my garage that is just for my garage. I actually keep the keys to my mailbox attached right to it, so this always stays in the exact same place. It never leaves my garage unless I'm going to the mailbox, so I always know where one tape measure is no matter what. All right, next item, number 9. I like to keep a temperature meter or thermometer somewhere in my garage or workshop at all times, also with the humidity. So if I'm going to maybe do some painting, I might be doing the lawn, I can tell the temperature right away, and I can tell if, hey, is this a good time to do this or not. Very nice to have. Always great to be able to know the exact temperature in your garage or outside right away. And as a little bonus for the tape measure, also a laser measure is also somewhat useful, although not going to be under $20, kind of just a little bit of a bonus there if you want to check one out. I do find these quite useful at times. All right, let's move on to number 8. Now, I know this one will be pushing it a little bit. This is just going to be, don't necessarily think it's just Makita, but pretty much all brands have a flashlight for their, say, 18 or 20 volt systems. Now, these are often really, really cheap online, on eBay. Even if you just buy a kit, this will often come with it for free as well, too. And what I like about these is why they're so useful is that because they have a rechargeable battery, you're not buying AA's and AAA's all the time. You can just recharge the battery that you have with it and go from there. These also last between 24 to 72 hours, depending on the type you have and the battery pack that you're going to be running. All right, next item here. I love to always have some sort of Torx or Hex Keys somewhere, but I really like these from Harbor Freight. There's a lot of other brands out now, especially some better ones. These are, of course, lifetime warranty. I have broken a few of these, I will say, in the past, although they're very cheap, lifetime warranty, and super handy to have on hand at all times. All right, next item. I love the magnetic socket rails. Not necessarily just from Cobalt, a lot of brands make these, but they're absolutely fantastic to have because they keep the sockets nicely out of the way. They're not taking up any shelf or workspace here, but they stay just on the side of my work shelf, and I can take these off and take them anywhere with me without having to worry about these sockets falling off. So they are an absolutely great thing to have. You can find these really, really cheap at Lowe's, Home Depot, and they often do have lifetime warranties. Now, as a little bonus, if you don't want to buy these, you can also just buy some Hex Keys for sockets as well too. And I like to use these on the other side of my workbench with some more magnetic socket holders, and they are fantastic. All right, now my next item here, I love to have these security bit sets. These are really cheap on Amazon or Harbor Freight. I think they're like somewhere between 12 and 16 bucks in that price range, but you're gonna have pretty much every security bit you can think of. They're gonna be in really small sizes. This comes in handy a ton. Definitely a highly recommended thing to definitely pick up and make sure you keep in your garage or work shelf, or even in your truck as well too. If you ever need this on the go, they are super handy to have. I actually keep 2 of them because you do break bits on these once in a while, and you never know if you're going to need a second one. I have had it happen, and I'm glad I definitely keep 2 on hand to always be ready to go. All right, kind of in the similar style of the security bits, I like to have a smaller little bit set on hand. I'm taking something smaller apart. Having something like this Pittsburgh Pro set here is super handy to have. Of course, you're going to have screwdrivers, but you're never really going to have screwdrivers this small on hand all the time, as well as these are also a little bit longer than most screwdrivers, so you can get these in a little bit smaller spots that sometimes screwdrivers can't necessarily fit into. All right, this is actually a pretty simple one here. These are just some of the little parts bins here I got from a Milwaukee pack-out set. And I like to always have one of these on hand. You can pretty much buy whatever you want, whether it's like, a mug or something like a little container, because what I always find these useful for is, say I want to have some screws, I might be working in the backyard, I don't want to just hold some screws with me. If I just need, a handful, I can toss those right in there, grab my impact, and I am good to go now. All right, and finally, my final item, kind of more of just, a collection of items that's going to run you about 20 bucks here. Always nice to have some gloves on hand, as well as I like to have both paper towel and shop towels on hand at the same time. So whether I'm working on, a car, truck, mini bike, something, I can throw some gloves on. I can also have paper towel and shop towels ready to go at any time. Whether I'm, making a mess with some oil somewhere, got some grease, something happening, I've got options to deal with it. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope these maybe 10 things might help you out. If you're looking to kind of put some more stuff in your garage, it might be somewhat helpful, somewhat useful to help you get projects done quicker. So guys, take care. Have a great day.